Sangria.
Like in the
Sangria's
Philippines,
good.
they
I
have
love
balot. Have you ever had
that
balot?
shit-
I'll
shit's
suck the shit out of a
gross.
half-grown
Oh.
duck.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
And we are back, baby, to the #1 podcast for the troops and feminists of America.
Thank you for your service.
Feminist.
Thank Anthony Spagnola.
Fight for the women. Fight for the women.
It is your host with the most, Abby, and it is my partner in crime.
Lee with the P.
There's no P in your name.
But there is if you spell it as leap.
Lipandro.
Lepandro.
Lepandro.
Abelandro.
It's like my superhero name. Lepandro.
When Luann from the Real Housewives
Never heard of her.
did the what's it called?
Is that the Countess?
yeah, the
Oh,
Countess.
I do know who you speak
She
of.
did the cameo for Kayla on her engagement, and she said she mixed up both me and Leandro's name, and she goes, "Congrats on your
Yeah.
engagement to
Leandro.
Leandro. What a beautiful name."
Hell yeah.
So that's
Throw
us.
me in there.
I think legally that means that Abby's or Kayla's like a quarter married to Leandro.
Ugh. Snacks.
I'm the best.
You said snacks growing up
Snacks on snacks
in
on
a
snacks.
Dominican household. What were they?
Made backs on backs on backs.
I'm pretty sure like just stuff that you would find at a bodega, like
You're just like 100%
they
funded
had
by
like
the
these.
bodegas.
Oh, they had these.
He's sponsored
great,
by Big Bodega.
They had these great guava like pastries. Those are pretty slapping. Empanadas, you
you
get
just
those.
like described a pastry
chicharrón.
like most men would describe a luscious
Yeah, just
behind.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite empanada?
I used to like cheese for a long time, just good
Just
old
flat
fashioned
cheese?
cheese. And then I went to the meat. Chicken is pretty good too.
No, chicken
There-
is the worst
Pizza.
one.
No, if it's shredded chicken, delicious. Shredded breast, delicious.
I would argue shredded
man.
is worst.
Nah, it's a good texture. Good
I
bite.
like when it's a buffalo chicken with
Gross.
cubed chicken
That's
and like cubed blue cheese in it.
That's some
Oh,
Italian
like
white
mixed
man
together?
shit you're saying. That was made in America.
Buffalo-
I'm talking about ones made by Dominicans.
No, I know. I'm talking
Like that
about
real
like
shit.
the good, but the real good ones are pork ones. So you're wrong.
Pork is all right.
No,
I would
pork
go
is
those
banging.
three: cheese, chicken,
Queso, pollo,
pork or beef. like ground,
carne.
and then pizza. Pizza empanada is delicious.
Never
It's like a
heard
calzone
This
almost.
It's a mini
motherfucker.
calzone.
This
Yeah.
motherfucker just goes to me. Oh no, buffalo chicken is some Italian shit,
Yeah,
and then he
it
drops
is.
pizza.
Pizza's multicultural. Pizza's all over the world. Buffalo chicken's a newer thing.
I would argue that buffalo chicken
Is
Nah,
older than
you're
pizza.
right, you're
Pizza
right.
was like
no,
in
not
fucking
older. I
Rome.
was gonna say multicultural, but any you're
Hot-
wrong.
hot
Any
pieces of
empanada
chicken,
place
yes.
you go to, they have buffalo chicken.
You're talking about the one here in the White Town. Buffalo chicken.
Delicious, but it's
I like dessert ones too. Dessert ones.
Oh, I don't like
guava
dessert
and
ones.
cheese,
Not a big fan
delicious.
I'm not a
big
You
fan
gotta
of
get the right
dessert
ratio
ones.
for those.
You would go like
Could be too sweet.
they have the
sometimes.
Nutella ones, with
Nope.
like the s'mores.
Another American thing. What the fuck?
Actually,
s'mores?
Nutella is not. That's
Guava
unequivocally
and
like a foreign
cheese
thing.
is a universal Hispanic thing. Guava
I-
and cheese.
What are your
go
feelings
together
on
beautifully.
pork rinds?
Pork rinds? Delicious. I
They
love
are
pork rinds.
fucking
I love
delicious.
I found
fresh
in-
pork rinds.
When I was younger, I found that was like a
Cracklings.
more Latin thing than.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I like the puffy ones. I like the thin, crispy ones.
The thin
The ones
Crispies.
with chili and lime on them.
Oh,
delicious.
baby.
Delicious. Delicious.
We're a food podcast now.
Has to
You
be
guys
good.
kettle corn folk?
I like kettle
Kettle
corn
corn?
with cheddar cheese, popcorn in it. I just got into that.
No, I meant
recently.
kettle corn, kettle chips. Sorry.
No, they're
Kettle
too
cooked
hard.
chips?
They're
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I like
They're
them.
so
yeah.
hard, but
I
some are
like
good.
them,
Like a salt and vinegar kettle.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pop
I
it in
I
a
like salt and
sandwich, a
vinegar.
little Sammy ash.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
What's your
That's
go-to-
really good in a sandwich. A kettle chip because it's a lot of good texture. in
What's
there.
your go-to sandwich? Like what's
A
a
buffalo chicken sandwich.
That was
At
perfect.
Subway?
Yeah, that was
So
great.
good.
Subway?
That
A
was-
Subway buffalo
Oh.
chicken sandwich with
Yikes.
with listen here. I'm not from this Italian fucking town. I'm from the hood. Subway was a good sandwich. In my bodegas, I never took the time for them to make me sandwiches. But like I like a what the hell is that called?
What do you guys are? What is the DR call a sandwich? Are you bocadillos?
No, never heard that word actually in my life.
Oh, we're
until just now.
bocadillos.
What
What
I
do you
don't know, I
call
think-
sandwich? Like when your mom's like, "Come here for a sandwich" in Spanish.
You know, now I'm realizing it's probably a Spanglish word, and it's the worst.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure I've heard something. I think like Mexicans use the word torta for a sandwich.
Yeah, torta.
Yeah.
So I think we've said that, but like my mom would just be like trying to be half American and be like, "Oh yeah, tenemos un sándwich para ti."
Okay, I can
So a
see that.
sandwich, you know,
Sandwich.
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 Yeah.
Sang-
Or
sandwich.
what the I forgot what it's called. The Dominican sandwich. They have a.
You never heard
name
bocadillo?
for it. No.
No.
I mean, I've probably read it and never put two and two together, or heard it being said, and I just thought it was maybe like an arepa
Now,
or something.
I'm not Spanish. Boca. I would. That's mouth, right?
Yeah.
So what is
Mouth-
that? What's
mouth
like the
substance.
what's the direct translation of bocadillo?
I would just like little mouth thing.
Probably, yeah. That would make sense. That's probably, but I think that's
Call
like an
your
hors
dick.
d'oeuvre. or
Come here,
something.
baby. I got a bocadillo
Like I
for
think
you.
a bocadillo is like
Let
a
me give you my little mouth
pigs in a
thing.
blanket or some shit. But you're Spanish. What are your favorite snacks besides sardines? I've heard.
Oh,
they
big
love a
sardine
sardine.
guy.
Grossest experience of my life was watching him in college sit on the couch.
Canned
eating
sardines on the grill.
I walked in.
all
I was like, "What the
sardines.
fuck
Sardines are
are you
delicious,
eating?"
though.
They're so fucking
They're
good.
They're good. I don't give a fuck about the bones. I'll eat it with the bones.
No, you do not.
But
eat it
I
with
do
it.
have
the
a
spine,
fluid
in
Portuguese
there.
coworker who agrees with you that they're good.
They're
so it's-
delicious.
You've never had a
You
sardine
Iberian folks.
in
I've had
oil
all sardines.
or a sardine. Oh, you know what's real good?
In Italy, like the
Sardines
little
in
sardine,
tomato
like the
sauce?
little anchovy ones too. I guess those are not sardines.
You guys
but-
are gross.
Close enough.
What?
It's
Which ones were you gonna say?
anchovies. Oh, like sardines in tomato sauce.
Yeah, I have that
Oh,
downstairs. I
Man,
think.
we're about to start eating it on the podcast with some
Oh,
bread,
we should do a sardine
some
episode.
toasted bread,
And a little
oh, man.
sandwichy.
I'd
But
rather
you've never eaten the bones on a sardine? They're so easy to
I mean,
bite.
they have the little bones. Like,
You could bite
so have
through
you
it.
ever grilled a sardine?
No.
bonadillo.
I don't think
You've
I've ever
never
seen
grilled
a fresh
a
sardine in my
sardine.
life. I don't think I've seen a fresh one ever.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
you
where the
know what's
confusion
crazy?
is. Yeah, the canned ones, I eat all the bones.
My Spanish supervisor at work, he was just talking about doing that. He loves doing that because it's he's
yeah, so you
Spanish,
get the frozen
but they're so
sardines.
fast.
No, they're
You cook 'em
actually
quick.
so you get them frozen. You get like a pack of frozen ones at Ciabra's,
Mm-hmm.
and then you throw it onto the grill,
Yeah.
and then it's a nice like char smoky
And it
flavor
cooks
on
so
it,
fast
and you
'cause
just
they're
dip
so
it in
small.
barbecue sauce. Oh,
This does not
That
sound
sounds
like something I would do.
I don't dip it in barbecue.
We're about to
sauce.
have a whole fucking. This table's gonna be full of Spanish food, and the whole
Can
time
we
you're gonna hear
do
our
a
mouth.
like a feast episode?
Yeah, we should have a feast. Feast the streets.
Little
episode.
ASMR,
Yeah. What other like weird like?
please.
What are your
that.
delicacies in Spain that people would find strange outside? Like, do you eat bull balls or stuff like that? Because you're such a bull culture, you'd think that men would associate that with vigor and
No,
Yes, tell us about your bowl.
stamina.
I don't know. I don't think we have like any crazy foods.
Sangria.
Like in the
Sangria's
Philippines,
good.
they
I
have
love
bolot. Have you
Oh,
ever had
that's-
bolot?
yeah.
That
I'll
shit's
suck the shit out of a
gross.
half-grown
Oh,
duck.
I've had
I
bolot.
know, that's
Shout out
disgusting.
Unicel.
And I heard I mean, typically what you do is you crack it open, suck out the
Yep.
the spinal fluid from the
Yeah,
the-
you
the
do.
Pretty much fully
Did it in
grown duck,
college.
and then you open it up, and then the yolk. I don't think it's technically a yolk anymore, but it's pretty much like a yolk, like the yellow of a yolk, and that's what you generally eat.
Very gross.
Yeah, but you also eat like
And some
it's
people,
sometimes
how
it's
did-
got like
Oh,
the
the whole-
feathers on it.
Yeah,
some
how
people
did you
throw
feel
the whole
about
thing
it?
in their mouth.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, God.
It's hard to
I heard
like.
it's delicious.
It's hard to get over.
You gotta get past the
Yeah.
the
but the taste is
ex-living
good.
duck.
Gross.
How's
We
PETA
don't
not
have.
stopping
I don't
it?
think Spain has. Type in Spain gross foods.
Or strange foods rather.
I love
Because I wouldn't say it's gross. People just wouldn't believe it. Like gefilte fish,
Like in
eating
Iceland,
that.
they have fermented shark,
fermented shark,
which
yes.
is apparently like vomit inducing.
Yeah, because the shark is poisonous actually, and they have to go through a month long
ferment it.
process.
Bull's
to ferment
testicles
it
are
in-
one of the things.
Thank you. I knew it.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, it's probably associated with
I don't think
vigor.
I've ever had it.
Ask your dad if he has.
I'm sure he has.
Something would
That's
have
the
to
difference.
be nuts for it to be weird for me. Like a Jello full of
I have a.
cat eyes.
Are you a texture
Some
guy?
crazy shit.
Like I have
Yeah.
a big texture
time, I
problem.
hate
I'm all about
Oh,
texture.
Like if it's
Then how do you even?
I'm all about texture.
What?
Eat sardines?
Well, I was gonna say
Sardines is delicious.
Balut.
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 That's not
No.
a texture thing. You're just sucking
Yeah, that's not a texture
a
thing.
liquid
You'll
and
you'll
then
notice
eating
like
a
it's a
yolk.
very normal like texture.
'Cause it's
I'm not good
hard-boiled.
with
Don't love it.
like gooey textures. Like
protein shakes make me vomit.
no, I have
When
no
there's
problem
too
with.
much chunks in it.
I could
I
tell.
feel that.
I could tell you don't drink protein shakes.
I eat meat. Bull balls.
I eat
Um,
iron fish in my stew.
Ireland.
Damn sure I
Ireland
eat
was
the
no
fish.
joke about like how much they truly love potatoes.
Who? Ireland? Yeah.
So I've never understood the potato famine on an island.
It was.
Why didn't they just fucking fish?
Because their whole thing was based on.
Yeah, their whole
potatoes.
Like, yeah, their whole like economy.
I
was-
get it.
That's like
but
if-
they
if-
were starving. Why couldn't they fish?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they fished, but don't you need other things other than fish?
I mean, Spain is just all fish. It's fish and rice
Okay, they didn't have rice.
and potatoes.
They didn't have potatoes.
That's true.
They put all their eggs in the basket.
I've never-
in one basket.
The potato seems like
They just
something.
I mean, potatoes probably grow great.
Potatoes
in
are
Ireland.
overrated, right?
No,
No.
not at all.
I think they're
Potatoes are a
overrated.
staple.
Very wrong.
They're a staple.
They're overrated
No,
because everyone
cornerstone.
says that potatoes are like paramount.
They are paramount.
They're not.
Listen, you can
They're
eat
not.
potatoes.
Rice is paramount.
You can
rice.
eat,
Rice
no.
is, but
Rice is
also
paramount.
potatoes are.
This is the thing.
Rice over potatoes
Pot-
any day of the week.
Potatoes.
Well, that's just like a numbers thing.
have an endless amount of uses. You can eat potatoes for probably a whole year and have a different dish every single day. Rice, it's going to be rice.
Yeah, but there's different types of rice.
But
And-
it's
rice is a
rice.
good accoutrement. Like you're never having a dish just of
I'm
potatoes.
I'm not saying you're wrong about rice. I'm saying you're wrong about potatoes.
Like
Listen,
potatoes
whatever you
need
add to
an
your rice, you can add to
extra.
potatoes. Anything you add to rice, you can add to potatoes. So whatever you're
But,
saying
but
applies
here's
to
the thing:
potatoes.
people treat potatoes as the primary. So like people,
You're also Hispanic, so rice, and he's Asian, and I'm Hispanic, so it's
but
probably
people
like rice.
treat potatoes like they're the primary food, and they
I
don't.
don't think anybody's ever treated potatoes.
I'm
like their
saying
primary.
like the aura around potatoes.
Potatoes isn't even on the food pyramid.
French fries stink.
No, they're great.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
good, but they
Pizza-
stink.
How about this? Pizzas stink. Pizzas are the worst.
Pizzas are not bad. You like
I don't agree with
objective-
you. I don't agree with you about potatoes.
like
No,
pota- like
what I'm saying is
or
like,
French fries.
me
French fries
saying-
are like the one thing I could
they
never give up.
stink because
you.
of they don't actually stink, but they stink because of the way people talk about French fries.
So you want people to talk that way about rice? Is that the gripe you
No,
have?
I'm saying rice gets the appropriate love.
Rice is right behind fucking potatoes. Like it's not that.
No,
big
it's
of
in
a
front
gap.
of potatoes.
On a worldwide scale, yeah, rice is like the most
Yeah,
eaten food
absolutely.
around the world.
Absolutely.
But I just do not agree that.
in America, potatoes is ahead of it.
and for
Yeah, but like
most, a lot of countries,
what? So when you're eating dinner throughout the week, like what dishes are you eating with potatoes in it?
rice and potatoes.
Steak and potatoes. Steak
How
and mashed
often
potatoes.
are you eating steak?
Steak frites.
Landro eats steaks.
He just used. He
Steak
just.
and potatoes.
He
every
goes.
day.
He goes.
Oh.
He goes steak and French fries, steak and frites. He
Um,
just changed the language for
What is it?
But
What is it?
he goes, I have steak and potatoes. I have steak and potatoes. I have steak, steak and
Different
papas fritas.
Shepherd's pie.
How often are you eating shepherd's pie?
How often are you making a different rice dish every single day?
I eat rice like almost every single day.
But a different dish of rice?
It's not about the different
It
dishes.
is,
It's
it
about
is.
how often I eat the product.
I could eat potatoes with everything if need be. I could eat everything with rice if need be. I'm a survivor, baby. That's what life's about, surviving. Now, as
But like
a child,
roasted potatoes.
fish and potatoes, delicious. Bacalao, whatever that fish
Oh,
is,
bacalao's delicious.
with some potatoes,
bacalao's like
godly.
Au gratin.
What is that fish?
cod.
Salt
isn't it?
fish?
Isn't it like a salty cod?
It might be a cod. Yeah, salt cured,
Yeah,
Cod.
salt cured cod.
delicious.
Leandro,
Good baked potato.
Oh man, a baked potato's good, man.
Or what about what?
I went to
Bringing
Texas Roadhouse, had the best baked potato ever. Loaded.
bringing it back around to empanadas. The empanadas that have potatoes in them.
oh, the empanadas that have potatoes in it
A1.
are bangers.
Colombian ones.
They
yeah.
are bangers.
A1.
Although,
Dominican one. Oh, how about this?
do
Unpopular
Dominicans
opinion.
fry or they bake their empanadas?
Fried, and it should only be
That's the way.
fried.
I agree. Let's go, brother.